All right. Unbelievable. You say, hey, we're on time, but nope, YouTube doesn't want to. Sorry, let me take that back. StreamYard doesn't want to start. StreamYard won't allow me to put a picture in the background tonight other than the ones I've already had loaded. It's really weird what's going on. I go to pick the picture I want in the background, and it tells me, what are you trying to do? And I'm like, what do you mean? I need this. And no, you got to customize it. And I'm like, customize? I never heard of this before. But now it looks like it wants to work. There we go. That's life we're living in. Hey, just like the show title says, how are we all right and wrong at the same time? And as the thumbnail says, believe what you want. It doesn't matter anyway. It doesn't. Right? I think I figured it out. I think I've changed everything. I do. Yeah, I think change has happened for me. For everybody. Yeah. Feels good to get that out. A little better. It's good. You good? Can we do this? Can we start? Holy mackerel! We got a lot of stuff to talk about tonight, don't we? I'm excited. Yes, thank you, telephone. Let's move this. Let's get set up. I was freaking out. I'm like, I said I was going to be on time. Here we go. I figured out on my, there's this little option they have when I make my thumbnails. And it says, do you want to enhance the photo? Yeah. Yeah, and that's what happens. The last two, it really got colorized nicely. Very vibrant. If you look at today and yesterday's thumbnails, they look phenomenal. All right, let me get to work. I'm sorry. I'm wasting time. Talking about nothing. I get mad at other people when they just talk about themselves. Can't talk about yourselves anymore, I realized. Yeah, you're not allowed to. That's why I get mad. All right, so we're going to talk about how we're all right and how we're all wrong at the same time. We've done it before. We've had little interludes with that conversation, right? All right. And you don't even need to suspend your disbelief. You'll believe it. And what was the thing I found out? What was it? What was my, what did I come up with? What was it? What did I say? What was my discovery? Holy shit, I don't remember my discovery. I'll have to go back and listen. No, gotta go back. What was my, oh, I didn't say it. It was, I don't know. Let's do a roll call and then we'll figure it out. Moody Mongol, everybody. Welcome to how you doing? Kelly Lewis, the EW is here. What do you say, KL? What's this? Sky Allen says, no echo. I don't know what that means, but good. Welcome to the show, Josie UK. Welcome to this show. Hey, Brooke is hi. Welcome. Anomalies and the real deal. That was terrible. It should have been anomalies and the real deal. Anomalies and the real deal. Everybody, anomaly. No, don't do it. It doesn't work. David Wilcox, not Wilk. I tried. David Wilcox, not. Welcome to the Sam O. GUFON Rockstar. Glenn Collins. Hey, Richie Giordano, hope everything is well and good, yeah, so take care, bro, and keep everything a real. Thanks, Brother Richie. Welcome to the show. Raven McMinn, everybody. Welcome to the show. The RM is here. All right. Lou said, Lou made the announcement. His book is coming out in August, not November. Now I'm excited. That's even sooner, right? That's 90 days, 3 months, however you want to. Thank you for that, Brookers. We'll do a double check on that just to make sure. I'd be excited. I better start saving now. Tacey Hale, everybody. Welcome to the show. Tacey Hale. FAP. Moon ain't here. He still uses... Oh, well, if they come at like 15 after the intro and all that, yeah. Smart. What's up, FAP? Hi, Yoga with Denise. Yoga with Denise. If I was to make a song out of what you just wrote, there'd be, hey, Richie, don't say it now. Say hello and move on to the next one. Remember, I've been to your chat room many times before. You said hello, 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 hello. Hi, Yoga with Denise. With Denise. Dry toast. All right, welcome to the show. All right, let's get started. Alfie Joe Bob. If I didn't say your name, doesn't mean I don't love you. FGraph72, it means we got a lot of show to do. Welcome to the show. Faulkner, Derek, welcome. Jason Semero, hey, what do you say there, Chief? Long time no seesaw. Good. Ben, I got it. Ben kicked off the show tonight with a PayPal support of $4.20. $4.20. $4.20 to PayPal. You too can help support GUFON just like Ben, the Yorkshire GUFOnian, just did. You can use Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. You can even become a member by hitting the join button and follow the instructions below. You will get special features, shows, and other things that nobody else gets. Sometimes they're all videos, but enjoy. And thank you, Ben, for the $4.20 on PayPal. Did you leave a message? That had to be you. I didn't even look. Yeah. Oh, okay. Wow. Yeah, I'm not. You know what, bro? I'm so far behind. But yeah, I'll have to get with you on that. Thank you, by the way. I like what we're doing. Thanks. I just hope I can deliver. So welcome to the show, everybody. Yeah, tonight I do want to talk about a lot of stuff, like always. But when I say believe what you want because it doesn't matter, it's true. You know, I don't even have to explain it because it's so obvious. I'm going to anyway, though. So you got people like Betty and Barney Hill, abducted, stars, my belly button, you know, all that stuff. My navel, you know, all that. And we all sat there like this. Remember? I'm just kidding. I have to steal from all other people. It's true. Everybody was sitting there with their mouths agape. Agape. How often do I get to use that word? And I used it correctly. And then, you know, we'll go back 20-something years, go to Roswell. What happened in Roswell? We don't know. To this day. We do not know. Oh, yeah. We can assume there was something that crashed, but we don't have the evidence. We only have what people say they saw, and we know people like to lie. And inadvertently, too, they like to lie. It's a whole psychological thing we can't get into, but you understand, most likely, it wasn't a UFO of alien origin. It was probably a satellite with some chimpanzees attached to it. Hey, man, I'm telling you, I'm not buying what those people were throwing down. Okay? So it doesn't matter what I believe. It doesn't matter what you believe, because we never know the truth. And that's sad for such a big topic like UFOs and aliens. Now, you can run it in the same vein as near-death experiences and say, hey, those people, you know, they had experiences, they died in a car accident, had a heart attack, or OD'd, but they were brought back to us. They were dead 4 minutes, 8 minutes, 30 seconds, 10 minutes. A day people have been dead, or in low, cold, like frigid comas. What do they come back with? Near-death experience. Any cloth or blood from Jesus? Nope. Did you get a picture of the pearly gates? You know, I did. Did you come back with any information useful for... No. Still, evidence. Although it's nice to imagine there's an afterlife, and I talked to Dark Hour Paranormal about this to where I was yelling at him. No! No, I said, doesn't make sense what you're saying. I was so mad. Well, maybe we come back, and I'm like, no, there's no proof. Well, but yeah, well, and that's what made me think about this. You can say whatever you want. You want to be Anjali? You can be Anjali. I can't prove anything she said at all. Right? You want to go over to Christopher Bledsoe? See, he's different now. He's got video evidence that does not corroborate what he says. Believe what you want. He did have an original experience years ago that he's still trying to revive and keep relevant in the thick of ufology, but he's doing it with all lies and made up shit. It's amazing to me. It is. But his experience is real to him because I feel it in my heart. Shut the... No, I'm real. You're so violent, Rich. Am I? I just hear a guy yelling. I don't see a guy beating anybody. Yeah. Huh? So, you know, we listen to people, the interviews. God, they're great, right? Oh my God, you saw Bigfoot? Holy crap. Tell me more. Can't get enough of it, can we? But yet, everybody wants to be believed, and nobody likes being called a liar. So we have a problem with all the paranormal, not just ufology. It's the whole thing, the whole shebang. Imagine an entire... Now, some of you are going to get upset, and that's fine. Get upset. But there's an entire field. We're going to just call it the paranormal. Aliens, ghosts, spirits, UFOs. And we still don't have any hard evidence. Now, there it is. Don't get mad, get even. The paranormal. Let's go with EVPs. My favorite thing of all. The EVP. Did an experiment. It's pretty freaking awesome. That I proved without a shadow of a doubt that your brain... Your thoughts can create shapes on a video camera. I know. It will be going up as soon as I get everything fucking ready. But let's see. Do I pay the cable or do I pay the electricity or do I have to get my videos put up? You know, it's like, do I eat? So it's not as simple as, well, just go get it. So, you know, we've got a lot of stuff and nothing to work with. That's what it is. We've got a lot of stuff and nothing to work with. EVPs. Great. But what if they're thought produced? Huh? Well, what if they're your thoughts being energy, right? Your thoughts can create things. And we've seen the experiment with the water where thoughts change the molecular makeup of water. You know, if you put happy thoughts to a glass of water, all of the atoms and crystals, whatever the hell it was, were very symmetrical and geometric. But you got hate and greed in there and all that. And the thing was all like all over the place, right? So if you can create your thoughts into things, change the molecules of water or whatever the hell that experiment is, then why can't your brainwaves be imprinted onto a metallic tape, a DV, which is what I have on the High 8, and why couldn't it imprint your thoughts? And it did. And it took a long time for it to work. I say a long time. It really wasn't, but just like an hour. But you're sitting there, I know, it was like 8 days. That would have been forever. I didn't think it was going to work. So then when I realized that, holy crap, my thoughts were, this is unbelievable. I sent it to everybody. Nobody believed it. Everybody thought I was faking. I couldn't believe it. I'm like, that's irrefutable evidence. So we'll put it out again soon. And if that's the case, then why is it hard to believe that if I'm sitting in a haunted house, right, and I'm thinking, I want to hear a ghost, I want to hear somebody, can you hear me? Who's here? And then in my mind, somewhere in my subconscious, it's saying hello, maybe. I don't know. That's the subconscious mind. It does what it wants. So maybe what we're hearing isn't really ghosts, but our subconscious thoughts. Who are you? I'm Jessica. Why would I think that? See, so that theory, I don't like it. But I wanted to throw it out there because it's got to be talked about. So that's a shitty theory. But am I wrong to think that that's a possibility? No. How can I be wrong on that? I don't think I am. And I want you guys, if you really have anything to do, if you have an extra 5 minutes, turn on a little recorder. You can use your phone and think of thoughts and see if an EVP comes up. I don't know. I don't know what to tell you. Try your own experiments. It's not that easy. It doesn't just happen because you're thinking it. I don't know. I don't know how it works. That's the honest answer. I just don't know. Everything's shaking today. I notice I've got to take that. I got to fix a lot of stuff in here. So when I paint this office, this studio, everything's going to be different. I'm going to have a little boom mic come over instead of, it down there, and it'll be right here by me so I can yell louder. Yeah, it's supposed to be right up to you, it's supposed to be crisp. But, I get loud, so I back up and then I forget to go back. A lot. There's a lot. There's a lot to go over. It's crazy. Absolutely crazy. And at the end of the day, there's only one reason that the government would keep UFOs a secret or not, or whatever it is, because they might lose control of us. Danny Sheehan said that. Can you believe that? Does that sound logical to anybody? So tomorrow we wake up to the announcement that I'll tell you how it's going to go down. Nobody's going to do anything. Nobody's going to do anything. And then all of a sudden, is this true? Is it right? I think it is. It is. It is. And then they verify it. Now all of a sudden people are just, and nobody's going to be jumping off buildings. This is a different time, man. I don't understand what Danny Sheehan would mean by they would lose control of us. That's seriously. What do you? Nothing's going to change. People who rely on the government will still be the government's, they'll be sucking on the government's teeth to this day. It doesn't matter. Lose control. I got to hear how he said this.
It's preposterous that they would think that they have the right to keep this secret, and they come up.
Who? First of all, do something then, Danny. Do something. You're the smart guy with all the answers. Do something. That's what I thought. You've been doing all this talking about how bad the government's keeping secrets, but you have done nothing. And you're saying we need to do shit? We need to contact our representatives? That's what I said it before. It's all bullshit. Why would he say such a thing? The government has the right to keep it a secret if it's a genuine threat. If they say it's a threat, we have no choice. People just don't get it. You're screwed. I'm not saying just sit down and take it. Do something. Do something. I'm mad about the First Amendment being, and our rights being taken away. I'm trying to do something about it my own way. Any way's good, as long as it's a positive experience and message. I don't know why Danny would start off like this. To me, that's just weird. The government, we pay the government to keep secrets. Yeah. Hold on. Ask Danny this question. Hey, Danny, if the government knew of an attack, would they put it on television? If there was going to be an attack on Yankee Stadium, would they put it on the news? No. They'd keep it a secret, go covert, and try to take them out before it happens, right? They kept it a secret. Aren't you mad? Well, it's a different situation. Oh, secret's a secret. So there's different levels of lying is what you're saying. Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, security, Rich. Well, what about the threat? Kidding me? Maybe it wasn't the best example, but I think you get the gist. All right, Danny, finish it off.
Preposterous that they would think that they have the right to keep this secret, and they come up with all kinds of theories as to why they're doing it, all pretending that it's for our own benefit. Oh, they're afraid that we would freak out. They're afraid that all of our religious institutions would collapse.
First of all, has anybody heard the government say that they're afraid we're going to freak out? I haven't heard the government say anything like that. How does he know? Ask. Somebody ask. Who do you ask? You ask the guy, hey, government, is that how you do it? Who do you talk to? I mean, it's a ridiculous comment. And I've said it a million times. I know. It's ridiculous if you think about it. Doesn't make sense because it's about UFOs and aliens. It has to be a secret for whatever. Of course I want to know. I'm trying to find out. I don't have that kind of swag. I don't have that kind of power. I don't have that political pull. So what am I going to do as a regular Joe citizen? Sit here and yell. And that's all I can do. At least it's a little bit, it's not much, but it's if I change one person's mind into seeing the truth.
What they're afraid of is that they would lose control. It's
all right. How would they lose control over us? It's a lame answer. It's a lame. You can't. Well, they won't. We don't trust you anyway. Go ahead. Well, people are going to start rioting. No, they won't. There will probably be some protests, and it all depends on how they do it. There's so many variables that go into releasing knowledge like this. Once you open Pandora's box, you cannot close it. And the government knows that. They've already admitted UFOs are real. So they admitted it anyway. They never admitted to aliens. Grush did. You know, and other so-called whistleblowers. David Wilcox, we have till the 27 minutes. That's usually when we peak. So far, so good. It looks like you might win it because I think I'm right at where I need to be right now. 96, did I say? That looks pretty good to me. I said before the show, we're only going to have like 95, 96 people. And David said, no, 105. So we're right where I said we would be, but we don't peak until midway. It's always been that way. The second hour is always busier. There's other shows on at 7 that people go to that they like, so it's okay. All right. Is this a video? Okay. It says, watch how UFO disclosure will happen. Is this? Huh. Why do I have this? Wait, hold on. You guys want to hear something from 5 years ago? You guys want to hear UFO Jesus from 5 years ago? Listen to this shit, dude. This is so great. I am in the middle of making a little mini documentary about people. And I'm individualizing each video. But this is good. This is 2019.
A dump for granted if you do so on a well-oiled toilet. 1.2 billion people in our world have little or no access to electricity. Over 60 million people were killed in World War II, which was, very disturbingly, 3% of the world's population in 1940. There are 15,000 warheads among nuclear-bearing states.
I don't know why this is here.
It doesn't mean much to your average person. This reality will not rank high on the science, academia, and mainstream media will not accept that reality until the government releases more information on the UAP presence. So this is how this breaks down. World governments will release more data on the UAP phenomena to the extent that science, academia, and MSM will have no choice but to accept the reality that there are technological crafts in our sky.
Isn't this great? And then he says disclosure is going to happen in 6 months. Where is it? Yeah, in 6 months. That was my key thing here. Yeah, that's UFO Jesus. You're welcome. I thought that was funny. God, hideous. The biggest echo chamber on the planet for UFOs. Unreal. It's terrible. Can't have a original thought. All right, what do we got here? Oh. Hold on. Wait, where does somebody sent me something before the show? Was it Stavro? I think it was. Yeah. Yeah. Hold on. Hold on. He sent me a link to a show that just ended. And I was going to talk about this. Carl Nell. Yeah. And a bunch of other stuff. Yeah, this is crazy, man. I didn't watch this yet. But I want to play a little bit. Here. Let's pull this up. Thank you, Stavro. I have got to click 20 times just to get this up. I got to switch count. This might be the end of days for StreamYard. And I say I'm sorry, but, you know, for $50 a month, it's expensive when I can do this for free on OBS or Streamlabs. So I think I'm going to make the jump. I'm tired of StreamYard failing, crashing, can't load up, can't start on time. It's just gotten too big for its own self.
That's actually shifted over the last, let's say, rise of companies like Palantir by Peter Andrew, founded by Palmer Luckey, both of whom now have significant government.
I pressed screen 10 seconds ago.
Contracts, and are the first of the Silicon Valley technology companies to really lean into defense. And what we've seen is this year there's a big outfit called Y Combinator, which used to be run by the now CEO of OpenAI, Sam Altman. And if you look, every year they bring in a class of startups that they believe are going to be the next generation of great American technology. And if you look, they will usually give categories of what verticals they're interested in. And defense dominated this year's cycle. And I bring that up to show a reflection that is, again, and new schools are very much now interested in defense space.
See what I mean?
Trying, how can we get some of those juicy?
See, I know the StreamYard jagoffs listen. I do. I know they do. And I know they screw with me during the show because it doesn't happen to anybody else. Like turning my screen on and off. Come on, that's not internet issues, because StreamYard pride in telling their customers that you don't have to have a very fast internet connection to use us because we do all the work for you. Yeah, look. Going good. Now I'm having an issue here.
Government contracts like the Boeings and the Northrops. As you see more of these new generation of folks start to come in, this is where the power struggle, I think, is going to begin to happen as they become aware that some of these companies may have these materials.
Let's wait a minute. Wait a minute. It'll readjust. It always does. Just never talk about it when it happens. But this is a long. There we go. Everything should be snapping back to normal now. Oh, it's off again. See what it looks like. Can't even pull up YouTube. It's like YouTube's down. Oh, here it comes. No. See what it looks like. Yeah, we're having an issue over here, I guess. Exactly. We're gonna it. And look, if nothing's working, it looks like it's back to normal again, but let's see what happens. Because the last time I said that, all right, things are looking good. All right, we're back. Nope, it just went off again. Nope, it's back on. All right, let's take a second. Let's just take a minute and relax. Let's take a second. Let's make sure everything's working. It looks like it is. It looks like it is here. It looks like it is. All right. All right, we're back. All right, so what I was playing is this.
We're gifted to the government without the opportunity for them to get access. So it's almost like the enemy is my friend kind of situation, where I understand a lot of folks don't want to see money and these types of people get into this space, but it is an inevitability. And ultimately, they might be the best positioned in terms of a war chest, in terms of political power, to jockey with the legacy contractors over the materials. So I do think the significance here is there's already been a sea change generally related to tech, finance, and defense. And then if you zoom in a lower level, I think that's where you're going to start to see more and more people you would see in a different context begin to now really poke at the UAP issue?
I just noticed here they just minutes ago wrapped up the
Here we go.
Wrapped up the last presentation with whoever that is, and here we go. Here's Carl Nell. We're going to cut.
This is
right
what
to
I
it.
wanted first. All right, here we go.
This evening, I'm glad that we are the final talk of this year's SALT event, and I'm very excited to discuss what I consider to be one of the most consequential questions of our lifetime, which is, are we alone in the universe? And I'm very lucky to have Carl Nell here joining me for this conversation. Carl, thank you so much for coming. And Anthony and AJ over at SALT, thank you so much for hosting this. So Carl, maybe to begin, can you share a little bit about your background, who you are, and perhaps why people should care what you say?
Sure. Well, thanks, Alex. It's a pleasure and honor to be here, and it's a fantastic event, and I'm glad to see a large bunch of folks that stuck it out to the end for this talk. So I was fortunate. I had a 4-year ROTC scholarship to Penn. I graduated with a degree in electrical engineering. The Army sent me overseas to do signal corps engineering projects, so I did a lot of strategic comm projects in Europe. I ended up working in Army Space Command. I commanded a satellite ground station, war trace to the Joint Chiefs. I spent some time at Wright-Patterson Air Force Base. The Army ultimately sent me to get a master's in mechanical engineering, a master's in strategic studies, graduate work in computer science. I was on track to stay in, but I decided that I wanted to pursue more of a technical career. So I got out and ended up working at Bell Labs, which was a fantastic place. Unfortunately, I was there during the trivestiture that folks may be familiar with, where the company got split up. I left Bell Labs and ended up working in Lockheed Missiles and Space. I worked at Northrop Grumman. I've ran strategic technology programs in the defense industry, come in and advise Army Futures Command, the largest reorganization.
He's just going over everything now that he's about and what he does. Yeah, we'll get back to that some other day. I want to hear their questions.
Ballistic missile early warning system. So the other guy is probably not going to transmit, but what the other guy may do is come here if that's possible to do. And there's physics models that suggest that may be possible.
And Carl, I mean, what you're saying is extremely consequential, and you've referenced other people that have said the same thing that also have similar credibility. There's similar reasons for why we should believe many of these folks, yet the government itself has not formally disclosed. They've been very reluctant to do that. Why? Why do you think that is?
So there's 6 basic reasons, and this, again, you could draw this out from first principles. There's a national security reason. There's the lack of a plan. There's the potential for societal.
Let's go one at a time. Lack of security. Check. If we go to war, I would have to say the only chance we have are nukes. That's it. Other than that. What were the other ones he said? Let's go back here. 43 to... I guess just his ass.
They've been very reluctant to do that.
This out from first principles. There's a national security reason. There's the lack
National security, like we talked about. Lack of a plan.
of a plan.
There's no plan for alien invasion. Really? Does anybody believe that?
There's the potential for societal disruption.
Rioting, looting, killing, maiming, jumping out of buildings. There's a chance. But I don't think that would happen this time. I really don't.
There's the possibility that there's some non-public agreement. There's the potential for...
For a non-public agreement? What the hell does that mean? No, really?
That there's some non-public agreement.
What does that mean? Anybody? Can anybody help me on that?
There's the potential for misdeeds and the desire to cover up misdeeds.
Misdeeds. And there's the opportunity to cover up misdeeds. You know what that means. stealing from the aliens, taking aliens hostage, beating up aliens, doing stuff with the technology that you shouldn't do. Things of that nature, right? Isn't that how you're taking it?
And there's just the basic organizational intransigence and lack of priority that might.
Organizational intransience, lack of priority. Isn't that lack of a plan? This is like the 10 Commandments where you only need 4 of them, right? George Carlin did the cut down on that. Same thing here. You only need 2 things. The truth and more truth. Hold on. Don't ask me how I knew that was going to be a big one. So, there's your 7 deadly sins on why we don't have disclosure. Or, is that what he said? Let's see it. Let's hear it again.
They've been very reluctant to do that. Why? Why do you think that is?
So there's 6 basic reasons.
6.
And this, again, you could draw this out from first principles. There's a national security reason. There's the lack of a plan. There's the potential for societal disruption. There's the possibility that there's some non-public agreement. There's the potential for misdeeds and the desire to cover up misdeeds. And there's just the basic organizational intransigence and lack of priority that might be associated with the topic. So all these things are factors.
You notice how he didn't say government disruption. You notice how he didn't say that? Yeah. It disrupts the government. Don't want to make the government look bad, although he said lack of a plan. But what about government disruption? How would the government actually act? Their own employees and things of that nature? Would they turn to sabotage? Would they turn to those misdeeds and those illicit activities he's talking about? See, that's the thing. There's going to be a whole lot of mashugana going on. I think I'm out of mashugana.
The issue is that really the national security issue subsumes all the others. And so there's an opportunity maybe to contract the national security issue similarly to what was done with nuclear weapons and nuclear energy, such that nuclear energy is not necessarily classified and is available to the public. But lack of a plan and the potential for societal disruption are key ingredients that would prevent any responsible leader from coming forward with information that they don't have the means to address in a responsible way. It would be irresponsible to do that.
Okay, so what you're saying is that you have absolute conviction that a higher form of non-human intelligence has visited this planet, that there are factions within our own government that know about this, yet we still don't have a plan, and they may represent a security issue. This may pose a threat to humans, yet you still believe that we should disclose. Is that right?
Correct, right. So there's really 3 reasons that trump all those others. And those others are basically valid, like I said. So the first issue is the moral right. The government exists for and by the people.
Understood. But when you're talking about bringing in an entire new species to a planet where they're not indigenous to, is dangerous to our health on every level. As soon as that spaceship or whatever enters the atmosphere. Yeah, I'm not so sure. See, there's so many things that we don't ever talk about. You know, the contamination of an alien visiting Earth and stepping out of their spaceship to walk on Earth. Hopefully they would have some sort of space suit. And I'm not sure that's exactly what we're seeing. Well, what people say they're seeing when they're talking about the aliens, the grays, the tall whites, and all the other however many. Well, you ever notice how funny it is? What do I say all the time? You bring your, you know what? Hold on. I'm going to stop myself right there. All right. So, nope, I was going to make a mistake and I stopped it from happening. That's called growing up. All right, let's hear what he says.
And so the nature of reality is fundamentally not government information. People have a right to know the world in which we live, and the pursuit of happiness requires that knowledge. So that's sort of the first kind of overarching philosophical foundation for this. But, as a corollary to that, if there are misdeeds that were done, then they need to be remediated. If there's lack of proper oversight, which is suggested by some of the whistleblowers, that needs to be remediated.
But it's not a moral obligation to tell citizens, even though we pay the government to tell us and be transparent, we also pay them to keep secrets that can hurt us. Protect us. They're protecting the nation, maybe the world. I know there's corruption going on. Look, they need the money. All right? They're not getting the funds they need. $1 trillion is not enough anymore for the off-black budget programs that they take the funds from other places and, funnel it down through many different.
So the first issue is the moral issue. The second issue is being in a reactive mode is never preferable to being in a proactive mode. So reactive mode is basically trying to prevent disclosure. But failing that, you might get a situation where you have catastrophic disclosure.
I am so done hearing about this catastrophic disclosure. It's just a new catchphrase. People love saying it because they love the idea of catastrophic shit. It's freaking genius. Whoever thought of that?
Creates all the problems that you were trying to prevent. So a more balanced middle.
Yeah, you have disclosure, but it's catastrophic. The rest of the world can't keep up with disclosure. It's going to collapse. That is the dumbest effing thing I've ever heard. Dumb as the day is long. It's just a freaking catchphrase, catchword. And yeah, of course there's going to be issues because anytime you change the planet, hey, well, look at all the cloud seeding and everything else they're doing up there. What do you think it's done to our weather? It's triggered it into doing some freakish shit that, we don't know. But it looks that way. Oh, God. If they do it right, there won't be catastrophic disclosure. What there will be is slightly damaged disclosure.
Path of controlled disclosure is the best way to do this.
Thank you.
Which is, again, an argument for some amount of disclosure. And the third part is simply societal advance and global competitiveness. More brain trust needs to be brought into this topic.
Yeah, but do you want your enemies to get a hold of that information, dipshit? I mean, don't they get it? Doesn't this guy get it? All he's doing, oh my God, he's being a politician. I just saw it. Dresses like one, talks like one, smells like one. Yes, I can smell Brute by Fabergé coming through the screen. Brute 45 to be exact. That's all he's doing. This guy's a politician in my mind. What he's trying to do is take a situation that happened. Now he's going to be in control of that. He's trying to act like Mr. Reason. Fine. He's better than Kirkpatrick already, right? Isn't that the guy? This is the guy that's taken over, right? This is the Arrow guy, no? Shut off. So, with that being said, let me pull this up. All right, here we go. No. Do, 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 do. No? It isn't him? I thought Carl Nell was taking over. Am I wrong? No? I could have sworn it was him. Am I wrong on that? I'm just looking in the chat room. we'll revisit this tomorrow when I watch the rest of it, because there's another 2 hours to go. But thank you, Stavro. It's bringing up some very interesting, conversation. Okay. I'm going on the Skinwalker Ranch because I can't stand Travis Taylor. This has got to be the worst acting I've ever seen. And go. And go.
You use a green dye. That's a tracker dye. And you pour it in the water and you watch for it to come out somewhere, and you'll know that that's the pathway that the water is taking. Is there an underground opening that the water fell into?
You guys should take a look at this. I don't have any control over it. It's shut itself off. It's turned it back on, and it just goes right past my passcode.
Even the National Security Agency doesn't even have the technology to hack that kind of encryption. Let's get back to what we're here for. I say dig on. Hey, Thomas, we're gonna do a quick check on that spot. Where'd the water go? Thomas has dug all the way down to about 16 feet, and we still don't know where that 45,000 gallons of water went. Our plan is to use a green dye. That's a tracker dye, and you pour it in the water, and you watch for it to come out somewhere, and you'll know that that's the pathway.
Sorry about that. All right. So it's top of the hour. Let's see what else is going on in the world. Nothing. It's interesting. Oh, good. Nice. All right, let's try this. Yeah, nice. Nice. Nothing. There's something strange going on. Yeah, very strange. Doesn't matter, though. All right, let's get rid of this. Let's clean up a little. Let's get rid of that. We'll keep that. We'll keep these around for a minute. Get rid of that. Get rid of that. And what is this? Huh. Okay, we saw that. We don't need that. I'm getting rid of this. I don't care. Getting rid of this. I don't care. Getting rid of that. Not yet. All right. All right, let's put some things together here and continue the show. Here we go. Glitches. I love me some glitches in the Matrix, my fellow GUFOnians. There's nothing more on this planet, nothing more exciting than a glitch in the Matrix. I've got 2.5 minutes of glitches right here for your entertainment purposes. These are good. Actually, these are great. Actually, they're all real. In 5, and just go. See that shadow? See, that's weird. See, that I looked at this a few times. That is just weird. Yeah, could there be somebody outside doing some shady shit? Get it? Get it? Or is it faked? I don't know. It looks like something's standing there and then dissolves. You see, those look like legs down there. You see the cuffs or the pant legs? Two little, right? Right here, you got the leg. Another one over here. You got the shorts cut off just under the knee. But it dissolves up here. The head's missing. You can see something right there. But yeah, looks real. Oh, never mind. It's fake. I'm wrong. I'm always wrong.
Too scared to open my door.
Yeah, I'm wrong.
Good.
See, how do they do these that quick? Unless it's an overlay of sound. So they went to the door here, right? And before they made this video, they made another one. And their friend was, or he was knocking on the door. You never know, because you don't see it. Then what they do is remove the audio from the new clip, put the old one on. You can't tell the difference. It matches perfectly. That's what I think they do in these videos. Because how do they get up there, open it up, and nobody's there while it's knocking? It's the only thought I could think of how they're faking that. Other than that, it's real. Nah. How do you explain them apples? Where'd that kid go? Come on. I know what you're going to say, Rich. It's all faked. I know, but why do they do it? Why, I tell you. Where'd you go? See, it doesn't make sense. Unless it's faked. I mean, he sounds scared to me. See, that door...
Grandpa isn't here right now.
This is funny.
No, he isn't here. He's gone, Molly. What are you looking at? Grandpa, can you hear me? Yeah. Oh my God.
I really don't think I'm ever gonna be able to see this shit. Listen to it. Listen to that pedal. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here.
First of all, did you see what he had to go through to get there? He's got a wire hanging down like... That's a bachelor pad, man.
Listen to that pedal. Jesus. I mean, this is my whole closet right here.
That's your whole closet?
My kitchen.
That's my whole closet. Oh, I love these. How do they do this? How? What? GTF. Oh, no. Oh, this one's good. I believe this one's real right here. I do. I really do. Because the lady's real. She wouldn't fake it. She sounds legit. Everybody else is fake. Could it just be the wind blowing? What could it be? Look at that. Come on now. There's no way I'm sitting in that house another minute.
3 times now.
Seriously, how could they stay there? There's no way that's real. No way. Those are her friends sitting there with reflective eyelids or whatever, right? All right. You guys can help support GUFON if you like. We are supported by you. Super Chat, Super Sticker, PayPal, Cash App. All the links are in the show description. We appreciate your support. It's the only way we keep moving. And like I say, we go every night and then some. Especially with the new channel now. Tomorrow we're making the video. Yeah, it's going to happen. It's going to be exciting tomorrow. I cannot wait. Finally. Okay. All right. Go back to this. All right, let's listen to a little bit of Salt. No? Yeah, that's right. I said that. We're done. You want to see how to lose $30,000 in a second? This has got to be one of the funniest reaction videos I've ever said. This guy's reaction when he realizes what's happening is so amazing and sad. Did you hear him? No, no, no. Watch this. Oh. Oh. That's awful. That guy screaming, no, 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 no. That would be me. Yep. We'll look at a little Earth and Moon anomalies, and then we're getting out of here. Yeah, take a look at these. And in a few minutes, you don't have to do anything else. We'll be done right after this video. Enjoy.
The sun is exactly 400 times bigger than the moon, and it's almost 400 times the distance away. But that's just the beginning. There are the coincidences around the numbers 366, for the numbers 1092, and then the numbers 273. If you calculate the likelihood of this kind of precision in a random creation, the number would be so small it wouldn't fit on the screen. One of the strangest things about the moon is something that we don't even give a second thought. Something called tidal lock. Frankly, the scientific definition makes it sound very natural. Tidal lock is simply that the moon's rotation exactly matches its orbit. In short, this means against all natural laws, the same side of the moon always faces the planet, and we're prevented from ever seeing the back half of our moon, also known as the dark side of the moon. Explore the universe. With very few exceptions, everything spins, including Earth, whose rotation should be throwing the moon into a furious counterspin. Instead, somehow, our moon is literally like an all-watching eye that never ceases surveillance of the planet to which it's bound. Another fact every astronomer knows: it's a 1 in a trillion chance that a planet's moon would appear exactly the same size as its sun during an eclipse. And, by the way, if you view a full eclipse from space, you'll see this. Look familiar? Then there's the fact that natural satellites circle their planets around the equator. So why does our moon circle Earth at a tendency of 5 degrees? The exact distance, elevation, elliptical course, and speed that enable it to transform life on Earth by creating tidal flow and seasons. All the benefit to life here for sure. So, older, bigger, and lighter in mass than it should be, according to the laws of physics, our moon shouldn't even be here. We know that without the moon, the Earth's orbital revolution would change. It's said that we'd have an unsteady gravitational pull, which would make the planet wobble.
That was weird. Again, StreamYard not playing along tonight. And I was looking for another video I thought I had. I have some other things I could talk. I want to talk about this before we go. Let me make sure I got the right thing before I go. You know, this is the part okay, this is what I found. Hold on, mother. All right, never mind. Oh, God. Maybe it's over here. Okay. So, Christopher Mellon. People are getting a little sick of it. And they're saying Mellon needs to drop the drones charade. As we all know, it's a non-human actor. surveilling U.S. attack assets, and they could literally sink U.S. warring capacity in 15 minutes, leaving the emperor naked. It's good for China, Russia, but bad for mankind if they come for all parties. Hunter Mellon says, there is no charade. We really meant what we said in the footnote regarding the choice between UAP and UAS. There are almost certainly two separate problems here, a UAS and a UAP problem. And this particular article was simply focused on the UAS problem. Oh, wow. Wow. Excusez-moi. So Xavier Manuel says, so the implications and inferences should be it's all UAS? Well, what was the point of the article other than to give the gatekeepers and their political allies other means of obfuscating the UAP issue? Ooh. Ronak says, hey, thanks for the clarification. We need to know what's flying in our skies, whether they are UAS or advanced UAP. Both can be important at the same time. Appreciate your insights on all of these matters. You see, it doesn't matter. You can say whatever you want because you're not wrong and you're not right. Look at the confusion just off of UAS and UAP discussion. I mean, we're talking about an acronym, for cripe's sakes. You know? Disclosure's never going to happen, no matter how hard you try to make it sound like it is. Thank you, 5 sides. True. It's true. Nobody wants disclosure more than I. Nobody. No, sorry. Sorry. So, yeah, this new senior military dude, you know, he's saying there's zero doubt non-human intelligence, you know, are interacting with humanity, and is warning of a catastrophic disclosure. Do you remember the days when it was just called disclosure? Yeah, me too. But they are this Carl Nell guy. Isn't that his name? Colonel Carl Nell, yeah. I think he's dangerous. I do. Yeah, I don't like what's going on here. Yeah, I don't like it. He says, so non-human intelligence exists. Hold on a fucking minute. Where's your proof, dude? You can't just come out and say that shit without proving it. Why can't he say there's a good chance or we have data that says it? He's making a bold statement by just saying they exist. This guy's on the wrong side. I'm telling you right now, this guy's dangerous. So non-human intelligence exists. Non-human intelligence has been interacting with humanity. This interaction is not new, and it's been ongoing, and unelected people in the government are aware of that. So instead of saying citizens, he calls them unelected people. not public servants, not officer, not general, not corporal, not officer, not captain, not lieutenant, not sheriff. Unelected people. The fuck kind of terminology is he using? That's confusing. You see? Everything matters in the details, people. You need to watch Reacher. Season 1 especially. Only 2 seasons, but first one's great. Unbelievable. Yeah, and then he was asked, how sure are you that there's a non-human intelligence existing and coexisting with humans? He says there's zero doubt. Look, I love it. Thank you, Carl Nell, for saying nothing. Nothing. We already knew this, guys. Don't you get it? He's not telling us anything new. David Grush said it. Right? Travis Walton told us. Want to go crazy? Billy Meyer told us. I mean, come on. We know. We know. You're not saying anything new, Nell. Frickin' Nelly. I hate this shit. They act like it's brand new. Hey, Rich, come on, calm down. You know, there's people here every day that are brand new. But he's acting like, for a fact, without any of us ever seeing any evidence to say, I believe this guy, I trust him. How can I trust somebody who's making claims that have been denied to the citizens of the world for 100 years or more? How? And by the way, we're dumber for not having alien disclosure. We are dumber for it. Do you know they were a lot smarter 2,000 years ago? I believe people were a lot smarter, less informed, but better critical thinkers. They didn't have all this bullshit to worry about. Social media, the sky is falling. No, they looked up at the sky and studied it and said, you know what? Something going on here. They asked questions. They didn't just come out and say it without a fact. They put question mark after that. Most likely I would like him to say 99% chance we're talking with them, not 100. Can't do it. Because now he has no place to go but down. Unless he brings evidence. Then now he's up again. But Carl Nell just shot himself in the foot. You don't come out to a desperate bunch of freaking millennials and Gen Zers and start talking that way. Or do you? It's confusing language. You know they're not smart. You know they don't critical think. So you can say this stuff. Unelected people. Citizens. Try using fancy words with us. Unelected people. Who are you? Unelected a-hole. I didn't appoint you to that position. GTFO. Bye-bye. Don't trust ya. Nice to not know ya. Don't let the door hit you in the Keisteroka. You'll see. This guy's going to hurt us. Kirkpatrick is a hero. This guy's a zero. You'll see. You may like, because if you do like what he's saying, you're on that side of the world. Guarantee it. You're not critical thinking. This guy's dangerous. Very, very dangerous. For ufology. For ufology. You'll see. He's going to create so much confusion. Here, take a listen.
In order to make progress and to improve society. And so all three of those things together trump the 6 other reasons for non-disclosure.
And what do you think happens if we don't disclose? I know you mentioned this idea of catastrophic disclosure.
Hold on before we get there. Joe, what do you say, man? So Joe says, I didn't see it, so F you. You didn't experience it, and nothing you can say is true. That is the best thing I've ever heard. Joe Monk says, love this channel. You know, it's not because I didn't see it. Not because I didn't see it. He didn't show it to us. Hey, hold on a sec. Hold on. What if I told you guys I have a little alien and it's alive and his name is Buck? It's a long story. Would you believe me? No, you wouldn't. Not in a million years. Unless I showed you Buck. And you'd be like, oh, Buck, it's real. Right? But you can't. So that's what I need. I need them to say, look, they're here, and here's a picture of me and one of them. None of that's happening. Right? If you didn't experience it, how can I believe it? And I have changed. I have over the years because things have happened to me and I've changed. And I now believe things can move without touching them. Not by me, but sometimes things move. And I saw it. Now I believe it. Because everything else I've seen, I was told was a hoax. Hoax. Experiencing is the key thing, really, of all belief. I got to see it to believe it. You're going to tell me it's raining while you're peeing on my leg then? You watch Judge Judy, Joe Monk. And nothing you say is true. I broke it down, Joe Monk, for all of us tonight. Because you're right. Nothing they say is true. Because it's mixed in with lies. And when you mix in, if you had a blender and you had good and bad, and you mix them together, you got, you got a confusing mix is what you got. How do you know where to find the truth if it's all blended in with the lie? Very tough. And that's what they do. Joe Monk, good to see you, man. Glad you love the channel. That's the way it is, and that's how it's gonna be. Yeah, that's Carl Nell in a shutnell. Oh, they were just going to talk about catastrophic dick closure. Go.
Maybe disclosure may be forced upon us. How do you think about that?
So the situation is usually thought of as a binary state. It's like an all or nothing. And people have sort of argued this. But anybody paying attention realizes the government has already indicated that unidentified anomalous phenomena are real. They're not ours, and they're not our adversaries. The Pentagon has said that. Like, for people that are paying attention, like that show.
And we should automatically believe them, right? Right? If we just take the logic that the government's not going to lie. Oh.
Already dropped. So for a lot of people, they think that the second shoe to drop is this is non-human intelligence, and maybe the conversation stops there. Like the president comes out and says, there's non-human intelligence. The truth is that will precipitate this crescendo of other questions that maybe the government's not ready to answer. That will court
Pandora's box. Once you open it, you're fudged.
If not precipitate potential negative ramification for society. And so as an example of this, I would actually point to something from the ancient past, the Bronze Age collapse. So Eric Klein, Princeton University, 2015, wrote a very interesting book called 1177 BC, the year that civilization failed. And so this is well known to current scholarship. Within a single lifetime, all of the very effective ancient civilizations of the Bronze Age failed due to a confluence of reasons that are not necessarily fully understood.
Why was there a rumble in the crowd when he mentioned this? Like he's wrong or they're excited? I have to listen to that again.
So for a lot of people, they think that the second shoe to drop is this is non-human intelligence, and maybe the conversation stops there. Like the president comes out and says, there's non-human intelligence. The truth is that will precipitate this crescendo of other questions that maybe the government's not ready to answer. That will court, if not precipitate, potential negative ramification for society. And so as an example of this, I would actually point to something from the ancient past, the Bronze Age collapse. So Eric Klein.
Did you hear that? The Bronze Age collapse. Ooh. That's just so weird. It happens a few times. Oh, shit. I went too far.
Example of this, I would actually point to something from the ancient past, the Bronze Age collapse. So Eric Klein, Princeton University, 2015, wrote a very interesting book called 1177 BC, the year that civilization failed. And so this is well known to current scholarship. Within a single lifetime, all of the very effective ancient civilizations of the Bronze Age failed due to a confluence of reasons that are not necessarily fully understood today. So we're talking about Egypt, the Hittite Empire, the Minoan Empire, the Mycenaean Empire, the Babylonian Empire.
Okay, I just looked it up. It says the causes of the Bronze Age collapse include disruption in trade, natural disasters such as earthquakes and famine, revolts going against the government, and invasions. Entire kingdoms collapsed and mass migrations occurred.
All these civilizations failed, never to return, other than, let's say, Egypt. And so
what was the reason? I thought he was telling us. See? Let me go back here. No, this might be the most important thing tonight. Seriously. Because this could be a big bullshit, total stupidity on my part if I don't catch this. Let's go.
2015, wrote a very interesting book called 1177 BC, the year that civilization failed. And so this is well known to current scholarship. Within a single lifetime, all of the very effective ancient civilizations of the Bronze Age failed due to a confluence of reasons that are not necessarily fully understood today. So we're
I just told them to you.
Talking about Egypt, the Hittite Empire, the Minoan Empire, the Mycenaean Empire, the Babylonian Empire. All these civilizations failed.
And he said for no apparent reason, right? What did he just say? Nobody really knows for sure, but variation of reasons.
Never to return, other than, let's say, Egypt. And so these were highly sophisticated civilizations with highly developed infrastructures, highly developed administrative states. They were globalist, in a sense, very similar to today in terms of the known world, the known Near East. They were economically interdependent. They had both diplomatic ties and commerce ties.
True.
And yet these civilizations failed in a single lifetime because of stressors that these civilizations collectively could not address within the time frame.
Like natural disasters, famine, the cutoff of trade for whatever political reasons, the civilization unrest, unruly people. I mean, he's not saying get to it now.
And so if we look at our society today, one might argue that it's similarly fractured, similarly under economic stress, similarly under...
Only the last couple of years. Get Biden out of office, get the Dems out of the office, and they'll be back to normal in 4 years. It's going to take 4 or 5 years to get us back, man. We're not done. I mean, we got to pay for all their mistakes they put out. Inflation ain't done yet. It's still going to happen for a couple of years. I think that's what they said. Yeah, we're there. He's right. We may have reached the pinnacle.
Cultural stress as well, fractured.
So what's the point?
And fragile diplomatic situation. It mirrors very much this scenario.
Yeah.
And so for a responsible decision maker, that is certainly a factor.
And so
Okay, so what I think he just said, why we won't have disclosure yet, because we're stressed out as a civilization right now, where if you look at America, you look at the Ukraine and Russia, you look at what's happening, is it Jerusalem? My God. And people are dying in Africa for something new now. I don't know what it is. Some other disease has popped up. It's really, I mean, you could say everything's stressed out. But it doesn't mean we can't pull it together. We've been here before. But, you know, the talks of World War III, Russia and China, they really don't like us. And I don't know why. No country is void of doing bad shit. Every one of us does stuff we regret, we shouldn't do, but we find it in our hearts that, well, we're doing it for the greater good of the world, but really the United States when it all comes down to it. So, how stressed out would we be if disclosure was brought upon us tomorrow? That would suck. Yeah, it would. Unless... See, I think the stock market would freak out. I really do. I think financially, things are going to go nuts. It would go nuts that way. I think that would happen no matter what. No matter how stressed out, no matter how relaxed. It doesn't matter. The world, the people on it are always fighting about something. Unless Trump was in office, there were no wars going on at that time. Is that right? I remember. And now how many? 3, 4, 6? Doesn't matter. People are dying. Let's just vote them back in. More people will die. It'd be bad to have disclosure right now. I don't think you can have it. I think it's a bad time for that reason. No matter how bad I want it, it's bad. But is there really a good time for it? Not according to the government, or we would have had it already. And we had our chance when we were all locked down, sitting home, and everybody was home. 85, 90% of the world. Home. It could have turned on the TV, made an announcement, and we would have, thrown our masks up in the air with our heads attached to it. God almighty, that would have been the best time to do it. The best. They had our attention. They had us right there. We were waiting for it. We were primed. We wanted disclosure and we didn't even know it. They had their chance. I don't know when there'll ever be another time like the lockdown. I don't know if that'll ever happen again. But if they decide to do that crap again, throw us a bone. Give us something to talk about. Alien disclosure would be nice. All right, we're done for tonight. Let's get the hell out of here. Thanks for hanging out. I'm glad we went a little longer than I thought, but appreciate your hanging with me. We'll be back mañana, Wednesday, 7 p.m. I won't be late unless StreamYard wants me. I may try out Streamlabs tomorrow, though, so if things look a little different, that may be why. I don't know if it'll be tomorrow, but... So thank you, moderators and super chatters and newcomers and veterans. Night, really enjoyable for myself and for yourself. All right, and that's it. Are we good? And we do it here every single night, but doesn't seem like a lot of people are. Everybody's got something to do. All right, we're out of here. Alien bless this.
There's a good thing. It's rotating. Oh, good.
So I'm looking to fly the drone, and I am literally in the middle of nowhere that is somewhere, but I'm looking to pull off to the side, and there's nowhere to pull off to fly. I've got power lines on either side. All right, here we go. Oh, this is a power center. I can't fly right here, but maybe here. Let's see. Oh, wow. Oh, shit. Okay. I think I'm gonna go, I'm gonna drive around a little bit. There's some open fielding here. Let's see what's down here. It just got cloudy. Like these clouds rolled in from the coast. And I don't know why they have 30 miles an hour. I'm doing 35. Speed guards there for, oh, what's this? Oh, what? Oh, maybe I could fly right there. Oh, that's cool. Like right here, see that? There's little places to pull off. I can. Oh, what? Oh, this is a park. Oh, that's right. This is a park. Oh, that's right. It's parking though, but oh, that's right. Welcome to Southwest Park. No dogs, no alcohol. What's this? Parking enforced. Citations will be issued. No idling. $5 parking fee. Sunwest Park. Okay. Future site of Park West. All right. Oh, I see. They're building it right there. Holy shit. Yeah, the Gulf is right out there. So I'm going to drive around a little bit. Wow, what a overtaking they're doing here. Undertaking, overtaking. They're over a racetrack. There's another race. Oh, shit. Ah, the little racetrack. It doesn't even work anymore. Oh, my God. That's right. Oh, this is bitchin'. All right, let me see where it can go. I have no idea what's down here, so let's go take a look. Sunwest Marina. Looks like people are parking out here. It might be construction. All right, hard hats. Oh, wow, look at that. Oh, shit. Can I go out there? I guess so, look. Kayak rentals, no shit. Oh my God, what's down here? I'm gonna fly right here. This is crazy, this is crazy. Where am I? This is like a storm wall. I better go easy. There was no trespassing signs, nothing like that. There's a dirt road here. Oh, this is terrible. I don't like this at all. Not in my car. Wow, this is nuts. I can't see on either side of me, and I don't know where I'm going. For all I know, somebody can stop me on this road and kill me and just throw me over. Oh, this is scary. I have no idea where I'm going. This is a long road. I tell you what, there's nowhere to turn around. I'm gonna have to stop and look at the maps. This just goes on forever. Oh my God. Okay, just to add to tonight's show, for those who stuck around, I thought I captured a UFO on video, and I want to show it to you. And I think you're going to be... I don't know what you're going to be, but I'll play the video. Ready? Oh, wait, hold on. Hold on. Gotta press play first. Okay, ready? All right, well, I'll pull it in full screen. Get me out of the corner. All right, so let's start. It's not starting. Oh my God. Oh no, I took a picture of it. All right, hold on a second. I thought that was the video. Hold on. Oh, I took a picture of the video. All right, I'll start it this way. I know what I need to do. So I don't have it in front of me, but I took a video for 19 seconds of some clouds. I'm looking for it. And I'll just tell you this. I see these dots flying around, and all of a sudden something goes by the screen, and when I blew it up, it looked like a cheeseburger. It did. It looked just like one. Now, I can't find the video. I've been scouring my own stuff, and I don't know where this 19-second video went, but I have stills for it. So let me show you what I'm still looking. Now, imagine a hamburger, a cheeseburger. You know what they look like. All right. So I went on the big TV here and I took a picture and blew it up. And this is what I captured. Again, I'll show you. So this is the stills from it. So down here is the object. And there's one of the white dots, which there were many flying around. Now, I'm still trying to figure out what these are. But look at here. That looked like a cheeseburger. But what do you see? Let's zoom in. Oh, it's a bird. It's a duck. I actually captured a duck that I thought was a UFO a couple of weeks ago. But, when you analyze things, watch this. Look at the wings. Boop. Now they're up. So it's definitely a duck I captured. And I must say, I really thought I captured a UFO. But this event is not over yet because the white dots were moving independently. And me and Michael of Dark Hour Paranormal are still working it out. We're just trying to figure it out. So thought I'd throw that in there. I forgot to do it during the show, so I figured I'd do a little bonus. And that's it. We're out of here now. Officially, no more. Giddy up. Goodbye. Say goodnight. Sayonara. Take care. Goodbye. Goodbye. Goodbye.
Bringing lightning to the UFO. so wide and our hearts so full. He's leading us all, cosmic rock and roll. Raise a glass to Richie G.